We going for this. All right. What's going on, JR? How are you, bro?
I'm doing good, sir. Doing good.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, so just so for the people who are gonna be like watching this, this is just gonna be about JR's journey. Basically, what he went through before, how he is now, and basically how he went through those struggles, right? And kind of overcame that within the past just six and a half months, somewhere around there. But yeah, so right now, bro, just introduce yourself. What's your name? Where are you from? How old are you? You have a family, things like that. So just a little bit about yourself, man, and where you're at.
All right. My name is JR. I'm from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Um, just turned 40 this year. I have a son that's about to turn 14. Big basketball player, as you can see here. Um, he's pretty much my motivation for kind of anything I do.
Yeah.
Kind of the reason I got into this program. I think when we first talked, um, it was, he's what drives me. He wants to be a basketball player. So for me, I had to show him if I want something bad enough, I got to work for it. Kind of the same thing for him. If he really wants to play basketball, he's got to put in that work.
Yeah, absolutely. I do remember that, man. How like in the first call we have had ever, you just talking about like wanting to join the program told me that that was the main motivation, right? Just not only for yourself, obviously you want to see a transformation for yourself, but also for to be a great fucking role model. Which I feel like when you have that motivation, nothing will stop you, right? Especially doing something for your kid, right?
Yeah.
Um, and so, yeah, man. So, your story is incredible. So, I'm super excited to be able to share this with other people as well. So, I just want to ask you, like, first and foremost, let's kind of take it back to before, right? Let's not talk about how you are now first, but let's kind of take it back to before, like, before joining the transformation program with the Aesthetic Dream. Where were you in your fitness journey before, like, physique wise, fitness wise, mindset wise, how are your energy levels, your mindset, obviously, which is the biggest change is both your mindset and your body. So how are all those things with, especially with your discipline and stuff, before joining?
Okay. First, when we started this whole transformation, probably weighed around 168, 170. Usually fluctuated right around there. Um, as far as working out, it was every once in a while. If I didn't feel like going, I definitely wasn't going.
Yeah.
Probably find an excuse not to go.
Hmm.
Uh, definitely didn't know how to eat. So if I was hungry, oh, I was bored, I was definitely eating something. Uh, had no real discipline when it came to going to the gym, eating of any sorts. And then energy levels. I work a lot. I run a Walmart store, so I'm always busy. So I always had an excuse. I was always tired. Whatever you want to say. I found the excuse to not want to do what I needed to do.
Hmm.
Mindset was I can get it later. I can do it tomorrow. Maybe the next day, whatever that might be. Um, and I just anytime I did go to the gym, I didn't have any results.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to eat, so definitely didn't see no results on that aspect of it either. So
Yeah.
kind of was defeated. Didn't know where to turn to next.
Yeah. Yeah. And dude, like I think that's really valuable that you said that too, because obviously now like you're on your shit, right? I get a notification, okay, JR did his Stairmaster, JR JR just hit his workouts like consistently every single day, right? And for you before, like it's cool how you say that now because I feel like a lot of people can relate, right? Who aren't in the fitness journey, how they're just like, oh, those people who make those transformations, they probably have so much time, right? Like they have like more time than me. But no, everyone has work, everyone has, obligations, whether it's, a wife, a girlfriend, a kid, work, like anything like that. Everyone has those obligations, those responsibilities, but at the same time, we still have the same 24 hours, right? So I think it's powerful that you did say that because again, like you have a kid and you also use your kid as motivation instead of like an excuse, right? A lot of people would say that as well. And now you're just, on your shit. So, for you, like before, obviously now, you made a transformation, you've transformed with just like, even from how you're talking now, it's just so much more. well, not only confident, but just like sure of like, okay, I'm gonna get that shit done. Basically having that attitude, right? So for you, like before joining the coaching program, what do you feel like for you was just like the biggest challenge that you kind of came across before joining, like whether it's like training, nutrition, mindset, or maybe all of those? Talk to me a little more about that.
It's definitely training, definitely eating, and the accountability piece. I obviously wasn't holding myself accountable for what I needed to do
Yeah.
or goals that I may have wanted to have set for myself. There was no accountability. So, like I said, if I decided I wasn't going to go to the gym today, I wasn't going to go. Or if I decided I wanted to eat this, I was going to eat it.
Yeah.
And now, so when I think back to that first conversation we had,
Yeah.
and we talk about, okay, everyone's busy, everyone's got things going on in life. It's about if you truly want something, like how are you going to make time for it? Or are you going to be able to do that? And that
Mhm.
just kind of hit home for me, really, because that's all it was me making excuses. Like you
Mhm.
said, I have the time. What was I going to do? Was I going to sit down and watch TV? Was I going to sit down and do this or that instead of go to the gym? No, I just had to make a choice
Mhm.
to decide to go to the gym, to decide to eat right. So the biggest challenge was the accountability piece for me, and then not knowing what to work out or what to eat, how to eat, were huge aspects of the struggle for me as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. I think that's freaking powerful because I mean, if you think about it, like anybody who tells me that, they're like, "Hey, I don't have enough time." I'm like, "Okay, first thing, let's check your screen time on your phone." It's like 6 hours, 7 hours, in a day. So that's usually the first thing. It's like, okay, what's your screen time? What are you doing before bed? Are you scrolling on TikTok? What are you watching on Netflix? Right? Yeah, everyone has at least like at a minimum 30 minutes to be able to, go to the gym, right? Or just even do a home workout at the minimum, even if you're so busy, right? It's just that it's easier to say, "Hey, I didn't have time," right? Than to actually, okay, look at your schedule. Where can I fit this in? It's so much easier to just say that, right? And for you right now, obviously, accountability piece, being able to have somebody there is absolutely huge. People get surprised all the time. I always say this. I'm like, hey, I've helped over 450 people. Get to their dream body. Get closer to their dream body. But the thing is, I'm able to also drop my ego and learn from other people. I have a coach myself, right? And my coach, he has a coach himself, right? So and this is something I always talk about. Like it's nobody's too good to not have not only a coach, but somebody to be able to keep them accountable, right? Because we're all human. We all have responsibilities. And for you, like obviously I know that was a challenge for you in the beginning. And for you right now, like what have you achieved? Like obviously since well, before even this, like if I was to ask you, like I know you had these challenges before, but for you, like what do you feel like for you, JR, has been the well, what was the turning point for you where you wanted to like join, not even join, but make this transformation and decided to take this seriously? So was there like a moment in your life where you were like, okay, I gotta fucking do something. Like I know I'm not happy with this. Like what was that turning point for you where you did join the program and you did decide to take this transformation seriously?
Like I said, obviously I wasn't happy where I was at as far as with my physique,
Huh?
but the thing that stuck out or stands out to me the most is, like I said, it was something that I'd always wanted to do. I had my moments going to the gym, like, okay, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I never followed through with it. And I felt like I was being a poor example to my son. Like I said, he's 13, almost 14, wants to be a basketball player. Well, nothing comes, easy. So if you want to be a basketball player, you got to put in the work. Like I expect you to have a ball in your hand every single day. Well, if I can sit there and tell him that every single day and expect him to do that, then what the hell am I doing? I'm not listening to my own advice. So for me, it was, if I'm going to talk about it, I definitely got to be about it. I got to, you know, show him, be the example for him, and show him that hard work can pay off, and you can achieve those dreams that or goals that you set for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just being about, well, not only a leader, right? Obviously, being a coach, I totally understand that. Like, if I was to tell you, JR, hey, cut out, drinking soda every single day and cut out, drinking alcohol every single day, but I was doing the same thing. It's like you're not gonna do it, right? It's like it doesn't make sense. So it's the same thing. It's like, imagine a doctor tells you, hey, or your parents tell you, hey, don't smoke, and then they go outside and smoke a cigarette or whatever. Don't drink every night, but they do the same thing. It's like it's not really the words that matter, it's about the action, right? I feel like that was the main thing that kind of from what you're saying, that was the main thing that helped you make that decision, right? And so far right now, like obviously you've achieved a lot. I'm sure you're really happy with the progress. And I was the one who sent the pictures to you. I was like, dude, what the hell happened? That's crazy. Like within, because I'm looking at your progress pictures, right? But then it slowly changes. And I was like, okay, let me just check like within like the past 2-3 months, how he was before. I was like, okay, oh shit, like it slowly changes, but like when you actually look at it from like not only like a week to week perspective, but you look at it from like way before, like I say way before, that was just a short time, like 3 months. And you look at it from there from to now, that's where you see the big transformation. That's why I was super hyped when I messaged you that. But yeah, so for you, like right now, obviously, you've made a lot of progress, but you're still making a lot of progress. So what have you achieved so far that you're really happy about, and how do you feel now, man?
I feel amazing. Truly, I have all kinds of energy. Trying to keep up with the kid, being able to go to the gym. Whether it's early in the morning, midday, and after work. I just have all kinds of energy to do things that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
But as far as achievement wise, I would say somewhere I've lost between 16 and 17 pounds, and you can go probably even 19. Like I said, I fluctuated between 168 and 170.
Mhm,
I've been down as low as 151
mhm.
in this program so far, and I think I weighed in at 153 last week.
Mhm,
So it's been between 16 to 19 pounds
mhm.
down, and obviously been able to put on some muscle during that time too. And you know, we haven't even really, outside of a couple of diet breaks, it really hasn't even been, trying to bulk up and put on any kind of lean muscle. It's just been sticking to the workouts and, being disciplined when it comes to what I'm eating.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me actually pull up like your progress really quick for the screen. But yeah, so this is not even updated, but this was literally when this was around March. So this was just this picture was from December, and this picture was from March. So and it's you've lost like what, like around like 12 pounds right here, and that's the thing, right? You are also gaining muscle. So just like the progress right here within just 3 months is crazy, and I feel like as you gain muscle, obviously, muscle weighs heavier than fat. And I think the biggest thing for you was really just like the physical aspect where it's like how you see it right in the mirror, right? Which is absolutely fucking crazy. Especially since once you started, you didn't look back, right? You didn't look back. You were like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking get on with this, push as much as I can, and it shows, right? So I just want to say, I said this before, but I want to tell you again, bro, I'm proud of you, man. With just the progress that you've made so far and the progress that you'll keep making. So right now, obviously, with your transformation, you made a lot of progress. So I want to ask you for anybody who is, I guess, like even thinking about making a transformation for themselves, even thinking about, making the same decision you did in the program, and also for yourself, right? For yourself and your son. What's your advice to people who are like, I guess, on the fence about the program or just thinking about it? What would be your advice to that, and would you recommend a friend to go through the program, and why?
Absolutely would recommend somebody to go through the program. You guys have been amazing. Whatever roadblock or challenges that you feel like you might have, you guys are there to help remove them. No excuses. You're there for questions, concerns. Um, a quick message to, and the reply back is usually really quick. So, and then there's that accountability piece. If you feel like I did, and there was no real accountability for what you were doing in life and you didn't know what to do or how to do something, you guys take the time to show us, um, and then are there coaching us and trying to give that motivation to, hey, keep going. When you first sent me that message about the progress, like, I see myself every single day, so it's harder for me to see kind of what you were seeing, or what other people might see.
Mhm.
Not only you, but people at work, they're like, wow, like, you have lost a lot of weight, you have done this. Like, I
Yeah.
can see the transformation. And for me, like I said, I don't really notice it as much because I see myself every single day. But just being able to hear that, like, it's been great. So I mean, anybody that that is thinking about a transformation, I can't tell you enough that like you guys have been great, but the workouts, the guidance when it comes to eating, because I feel like, maybe for a lot of people, maybe just because where I'm coming from, that was a big struggle for me. That like you guys really break it down, make it really easy for you to understand um, what you need to eat, how you need to eat, and then you go to the gym, you don't have to worry about or think about this or that. You just here's my workouts. Let me just attack them every single time I step in the gym.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, it's and that's the thing too, is just like, especially when you're so busy, right? Obviously, you have your own thing going. You have your family, you have your work, which I know is very busy as well. You have to drive a lot, which I still remember that from first call. Yeah, so I know you had to be driving back and forth sometimes, right? For a few hours, and you still have the time, and you still make the time, right? You don't have the time, but you make the time to actually get your shit done. So yeah, man. Again, I'll tell you this again, but I'm proud of you with just the progress that you've made. And for you, I guess like I guess with your story right now, you made a lot of progress. What do you feel like is next for you, man? For just the future.
I'm just excited for what the future holds.
Yeah,
Right now we're continuing to work on losing some weight, some body fat, I should say, and then I can't wait to work on putting on that lean muscle. And can't lie, eat a
yeah,
little bit more. You know what I mean? I mean, I eat a lot now, but like eating a little bit more is always something I'm gonna enjoy. So
yeah.
I can't wait for
Absolutely, absolutely.
that.
And that's the thing, dude. Like you just started too. Yeah, that's the funny part, right? Because I feel like when people first start or before they even start, they're like, oh, like 3 months, that's a long time. And then, once you're in the journey, it just becomes a habit, right? And you're just like, okay, this is my lifestyle now. I love this shit, right? It just becomes a part of you. But yeah, man, we're gonna be making a lot more progress, even though we've made, a lot of progress so far. And again, this is just the beginning. So anything else you want to talk about, just for the audience, or any advice that you might have to anybody um who's thinking about fitness journey? Other than that,
I just really appreciate you guys. For one, giving me the opportunity, um, and to take away the excuses and the roadblocks that I had for
yeah.
myself. I truly appreciate that, and can, just can't wait to continue this journey and see how far it takes me.
Fuck yeah, man. Awesome. All right. Other than that, I think we are pretty much good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed JR's story. And if you guys have any questions just about the program or fitness in general, more than welcome to message me. But yeah, I think we are all set. I'll see you,
All right,
brother.
later.